Yeah, listener, I don't consider the juicing thing because, quite frankly, there's nothing you can really do about it. There was a time in MMA where absolutely everyone was juiced. And I talk about this in my book. There was a time Jake Shields sparred me and he kicked me so hard. I didn't recognize it at the time, but I reflected later. That guy was out of his mind on all kinds of PEDs. And you can feel it. My last opponent, Dave Nielsen, he ran right through me like I wasn't there. There is a certain body type that's like that. So what do you do? Like, if you can't compete with that, like, how do you deal with it? The only way you can compete with it is do it, right? So then everybody's competing to cheat. I really think it ought to be like Japan, where fighters are encouraged to actually use PEDs because they'll protect them to a certain extent, right? Like making their bodies stronger and whatnot. Here in America, we do this really crazy thing. I mean, look, Vince McMahon's the first one who could tell you he made a business off pro wrestling, made it world class. And the federal government showed up the next day and they wanted their money and they said, "Oh, you're not going to give us your money. We're going to accuse you of running a criminal organization with drugs, i.e., anabolic steroids." It's really a bad deal. I mean, you can see Jake Shields at the end of his career when he lost to John Fitch in World Series of Fighting. They were cracking down on PEDs. VADA and all that had started becoming involved, and he was no longer a fighter. And why is that? So I would give to you that a lot of those scrap pack guys, and I only bring up them because they're the ones I know. I was training with them. They didn't have good stand up at all. They were wrestlers who learned a little bit of jujitsu. Their stand up came from their PEDs. And let me explain. So weight classes are there because everything the guy who's heavier will do will hurt you, and nothing you do will hurt them. PEDs are very similar, right? Like when Jake Shields was on PEDs that day, there was nothing I was going to do that was going to stop him from running right through me, right? Like that's how PEDs work. They give you this uncanny ability, and it's kind of funny. People act like, well, they do this, but they don't do that. They do everything. Like they make you they're better at hand-eye coordination. They make you stronger. They make you faster. They make you more alert. PEDs actually work, right? That's the testosterone and the other things in our body that allow us to function. So playing this game constantly where some people are on, some people off, just doesn't work. I mean, you really want the explanation for the end of Cain Velasquez's career? It was PEDs. The guy was a steroid monster. As soon as they took the steroids away from him, what did he look like? Pretty average. He quit pretty early against Ngannou. It makes you literally a different fighter. I think they all just ought to be able to use everything. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works, and we're not going to get that anytime soon. And that's just my take on it, listener. Everybody like and follow for more on the Fight Game.